Yeah, your spell, the lightning lure goes out, the tentacle of lightning goes out and misses your enemy.
Fine.
Yeah, they actually made their strength saving throw.
Wow, freaking rats.
Well, they sure did, man.
All right. My magic does not like being in this tunnel, apparently.
All right, so we'll do another attack on. They won't get advantage on you this time, Amber. So let's go ahead and do the attack on you. Oh my goodness, that is a crit hit. Oh my goodness. So we'll go ahead and roll some damage to Amber of Clan Battlehammer. Oh boy, this might hurt. Total of 13 more damage, and you are heavily wounded. You're a little over halfway damage. Yeah. Thank goodness you're level 2, right?
Yeah.
All right. So next, the swarm of rats that are basically entangled with Orgo attacks, and that attack is a hit. Ooh, with a 12. Wow, yeah, that's a hit. So Orgo, you're going to take minimum damage of 2.
And try to go here. Okay.
All right. So you take a minimum of 2 damage, and we're to Vane again. So, what would you like to do? Can't hear you. I think you need to push the button.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, I'm hearing some weird audio. It's not even like from our group.
No, it was Rachel in Roll20. You have to go mute.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I had
sorry.
to
I'm
mute her.
still trying to fix
Okay.
the muting you guys, and it's not working for me. So
But I can
I'm sorry
see
if
you
it's-
in Roll20 though.
No.
Okay. All right. I'll attack the swarm closest to me again.
Okay.
With my main hand dagger.
Let's see if you can get another hit in to help old Orgo out. Ooh, nice crit! Holy cow! And
Nice.
another one.
All right.
Nice. All right. So the crit will automatically calculate the extra damage in. Now, don't forget to add your sneak attack, and wow, you'll really do a lot of damage this round. So you'll add your little zombie pendant on there, the condition. There you go. Perfect. And now you'll roll your damage. Wow.
Damn.
Awesome. That is 14 piercing damage. And you basically just obliterate like a Ginsu knife. Yes. Rat guts and piss and crap are just flying everywhere. As just
But
half
not-
rats are going
not
everywhere.
on me.
No. They all go on Amber. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Just send it all my way.
All right. So that rat swarm is incapacitated, taken out. Nice shot.
Wow.
Now you can take your movement. You still have movement, and you can attack the other rats too with your offhand if you want. Because a good thing about 5e, you can attack, move, and attack as long as you have attacks left.
Yeah, I'll totally do that. Okay.
All right. So you can get your offhand attack now. Nice hit. Another hit. Wow, Venus showing her prowess with the weaponry that she's wielding. Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared to go to sleep now.
Right?
I can't sneak attack those guys though.
Nope. Only one time per round.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, so you do a little bit more damage to the rats. A couple more rats go flying off. So it's Orgo's turn. You're kind of wiping that rat crap off of you.
The smell of rat crap reminds me of the old days. I'm moving in.
Wow, was TSR that bad?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I'll
Wow.
tell you after. Bring the battle axe.
That's a hit. 17.
Hey, I'll take it.
Very nice damage.
There we go. Waiting
Resistant,
in.
yeah. All right. On to Dweedletoes.
Finish them.
Well, I gave away my dagger to that nice man, so
As he
I
fell
kinda
over
have-
the wall.
I kind of have a problem here. Maybe I could stab them with an arrow.
There you go.
Can I take
about-
a shot from there? or
How
no?
about you move right here and do it? Yeah, and you won't have any penalty. Because anytime you're using a ranged weapon, John, if you go adjacent to that target, then you're going to have disadvantage. So why don't you stay back? Come on.
What I was more worried about is hitting one of my comrades, you know.
Yeah.
So I was figuring
Just don't roll
taking
a
the
one.
disadvantage is better than okay.
But you guys are doing pretty good on the roll.
I'm a halfling. I can't
Yeah,
roll one. I can
yeah.
re-roll whenever I get a one.
It's
so
good
here we
that
go.
you remember that. I've had lots of halflings in games before that forget about luck. All right, so you still hit.
All right.
As your arrow zings right in between Vane and Orda and sweeps a bunch of those rats away. All right, so the rest of the rats, they basically scatter. They leave Amber alone. And basically the room cleans up. All the rats scurry into the holes, probably a couple dozen holes along the bottom of the base of the earthen walls. So you guys are out of
Great work,
combat.
everyone.
Yeah.
Where's the treasure?
There's no treasure.
You don't see any. But
I followed the dwarves down here for treasure.
you do notice where you're standing though, Dweedletoes, as you kind of look down. And you kind of kick a couple of the half rat pieces to the side. You notice that there's a lot of scuff marks where you're at, sort of like dug into the floor. Deep gouges into the floor, sort of like in a parallel line that's into the wall, basically.
Let's see here.
Well, they go up to the wall. It's not like they're dug into the wall or anything. It's just a bunch of deep
If I look
gouge
a little bit
marks.
closer, would I be rolling an investigation check?
You can give me an investigation or perception, whatever you prefer.
Okay. Do you want the dice tower or just in the chat window?
Yeah, you just throw it in the chat.
Okay, I'll go for perception then.
All right. Yeah, the only thing that you can tell is you can't tell if there's anything behind the wall because it looks like the gouges kind of stop before the wall. But it's in like basically the 5x5 square that you're in. So something large had sit here at one time and was moved, because you can also see faint traces of things being drugged to each corner of the room. But after several inches, the gouges kind of just dissipate.
Okay, I'll point it out to the rest of the party, see if anyone else has any idea what it is or can perhaps spot something.
Are these claw marks?
Not well. If you want to go over and check it out, you're looking at it. It doesn't look like any kind of animal made these gouges. I mean, that would it would have to be something like maybe tools or maybe something just super heavy that was probably drugged, pushed, or pulled or something like that. Definitely nothing made by like a creature or anything.
Okay.
So why was this little cutout dug in the first place? Seems strange. Because it looks like it rejoins the main passage, right? So,
Right.
It most certainly does, yeah.
have we looked for secret doors?
Mr. Elf, can you help us?
Well, I don't know. That remains to be seen.
We may be beyond that.
After my display of blade choking, we'll see how it goes. All right. Let's see. Where are my skills? Blah blah blah.
On the second tab.
So secret door searching would be.
You can do
what?
perception or investigation, whatever you prefer.
Okay. Perception or investigation.
Meanwhile, I'm going to feed my pet owl some of the rat bits on the ground.
Oh, your owl loves those. You probably sneak a couple in your bag. Save them for later.
Oh, yeah. I'll take
What's-
a little
what's your owl's
sack full
name?
of them. You know what? Dweedletoes has decided he was given a name at birth, but he's decided that he's going to wait and see. He needs to earn his new name in the realms to the north because we're new to these lands.
All right, I can dig it.
Oh,
You perceive what we do.
you perceive that you're in the room with us.
Our group is called Rolling Ones and Twos.
I have spent too much time in the forest. That is my conclusion.
All right. Can I roll a perception check?
Sure can.
All right. So just
Didn't
because
dwarves build this place?
I'm new to Fantasy Grounds, how do you interact with your skill sheet here?
On the second tab, you just
Yeah.
look for perception or whatever you want to use. I'm not
Yep,
picky. You can
I
use
see it.
investigation or perception, and just you can double click it, the positive number there on the end of the right, or you can just pick it up and throw it into the chat if you want.
Okay, hold on.
Perfect.
There we go.
Very nice.
That's how you perceive.
Very nice.
Aren't you special?
So you're able to determine that something was here, something rather large, probably about. In fact, you think it's probably about 10 foot wide. And
Guys, something was here.
yeah, even the top of where you're looking at the ceiling, you can also see that there's gouge marks in the ceiling also, and it looks like something was put here, and you can see that on the floor there's like a sort of like where very, very fine. I mean, this is where the rock is just matched up perfectly to one another, to where it looks like it is like a door, not like a door, but like a slab of earth that would just possibly move down and put something else back up, sort of like maybe a trap door, or maybe to reveal a shaft or something. But it's in the corner of the room, and you're able to kind of track it down to this corner where you're at. You're kind of following the seams of the ceiling,
Okay.
and but you're looking all around, and you don't see any kind of pressure plates. You don't see anything that you could trigger, even though you had such a great perception roll. There's just nothing that you can see that you could
this probably
activate
requires,
this.
like a command word, like chowda.
Oh, that could be it.
Or there's a lever
Maybe.
or something to interact with outside the room that isn't in here.
No.
Like where the gold is at. I think we should keep moving.
Gold?
Gold.
Who said gold? This way?
Gold.
Chowda, I love it.
I'm
Good.
from New England, so it's one of those things.
The chowda. Alright, so you guys get all the way down here to, as you start to get to the very southern end of the tunnel, you can start to smell the burning of the embers, and you can start to hear the clanging of weaponry banging against one another. You can hear the screams, and you can also hear what sounds like possibly that dragon is probably back also, because you can hear a like a roar. And I will
You're up, Doodle Toes.
I'll reveal the rest of the map for you.
Take my owl and keep him safe while I'm in battle against the dragon.
All right, so
We'll call him Crispy.
yeah, the smoke starts to
No,
kind
crispy.
of billow into the tunnel also.
Oh, nice.
And you can get up to the edge of it. And it's a real small. I mean, you're going to have to, everyone's going to have to shimmy out, and especially Cynric, being an elf, he is going to hate to get dirty. But it looks like you're going to have to get dirty climbing out of this hole here. But there's the rusted lock, and whoever has the key. I'm not sure who has the key, but it takes you a good at least minute or two and then you finally just get tired of it and just bust the damn lock off of it.
Yeah, at some point we should probably assign a party leader who can be the one that takes all the important quest items and such.
Yes, I will take all the important things. No, I have a question for the party. Generally, when do you guys take healing potions? Is it right before you become unconscious?
Well, you can have some, of course, but
Before, though, it's better than after.
definitely.
No, I mean like right before. Like I'm halfway. I have half my hit points. Should I bother to take one now, or should I wait?
You got 4. I mean, I would probably use one. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I
Okay.
could also attempt to heal you, but I'm almost out of spells, so I should probably
Right.
save those.
No, I can take a healing potion. So how does that work on Fantasy Grounds?
Okay.
Do I go to inventory?
No, yeah, just actually go back to your actions tab, Amber, and you'll see that you have healing potions there on the bottom of your actions tab. Now, I made those so you guys. So take the first one. That was a big heal. Yeah, that was. Yeah, you'll take.
All the heals.
She likes that one.
Yeah, that's like the legendary potion, but just take that first one on
Sorry.
the left. That's okay, no problem. Just take it and drag it on your character on the combat tracker, and when you do that, it will heal you for that amount, and you don't have to worry about adjusting your hit points. So, have your combat
okay, so
tracker
the one
open.
that I just threw, is that going to go back so I can throw
No.
the other one, or
You didn't.
so
Yeah,
don't throw another one?
you
then?
still have. No, you can. You still have the 13 damage on you because you didn't literally. When you take these little pendants, I call them pendants. I'm not sure what their official Fantasy Grounds name is, but it's basically a healing condition, and you'll just take the first one, which is a 2d4 plus 2, and pick it up. It's just like an attack. There you go, and you just healed yourself for a total of 8 damage. So now you'll just deduct 1 off of your inventory on your inventory tab. And bam, there you go. You just healed yourself up, drank your potion.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
how
so
you do it.
those will always be there even if you have no healing potions. It's just for ease of use, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so my healing potions, though, it says 2, so I can just change that to 1 now?
No, just leave it at 2 because Escarbert
Okay.
the Red. Remember back in the keep, he gave you another one. He asked
Okay.
the priest if you had any more, so you can just leave 2 on your sheet.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll close this map down, and you guys are back on the greenest map, which I see mostly everybody has it open. I'll go ahead and open it up, and then I'll put everybody's token on the map where you guys are at. All right, there we go. All right, and like I said, you hear a lot of fighting in the background and whatnot, and I'll turn that sound down so it's not so loud.
Actually, I don't hear any of the background sounds that you guys are talking about.
Oh, you can't hear any of that? You might have to maybe turn up the master volume just on the little gear cog on the right-hand side. About halfway down, there's a master music volume level.
Is that in TeamSpeak?
No, it's in the other program that we're using for the webcams.
The one I'm having problems with.
Gotcha.
Yep. So, all right. So you guys are out of the tunnel. You spend a minute or so getting out of this, and Cineruki has to get his robes all dirty. So you guys are on the riverbed, and you don't see any of the cultists. You basically are going to have a free run all the way to the east, and you'll be able to get, probably you'll be able to get there, unscathed. And I'll switch this back.
Probably,
over.
but we don't roll very well, so that's not a guarantee.
Exactly.
All right, so I'll put us
Shall
back
we?
on the other scene.
There you go, upside down again.
Yeah, that's just how I roll.
And they call me the drunk one.
So what are you guys doing as you're moving towards the Temple of Shantae?
I think we're just trying to, stay low and not attract attention to ourselves.
Okay.
Stay undercover.
Yeah, which route are we taking here, you guys? So I'll play in character. So I say, perhaps we should keep to the foliage over here.
Afraid of dragons,
sounds
are
good.
we?
Well, we want to be able to get the jump on the dragons. The trick is to be extra stealthy, and I'll make sure that Vane still. If it's been an hour, I'll touch Vane with the blessing of the trickster again, so that she can continue getting advantage on her stealth checks.
I love how he says the trick to
Yeah,
get
watch
advantage
the
on the
hands.
dragon. That's great. I love it.
Well, we got to sneak up on it. We can't be foolish now.
Well, that's very true. And you guys, as you're running down the bed of the small river, you can see you're getting close to the temple, because it's basically one of the most dominating structures besides the keep, of Greenest. And you can see, even though the hill kind of rises up towards, the east, you can see, the temple. You can see this, the tall steeple of the temple, and you can see smoke rising up from around it, and you can hear a lot of commotion going on. And it's not. It sounds like a draconic type of language. I mean, most people can tell what German sounds like or what French sounds like, so you can definitely tell that this is definitely a draconic language that's being spoken.
Can we see anything over the wall from where I'm at?
Well, yeah, you can see as you guys are hiding in the bushes, you see quite a bit actually, and as you start to approach the sanctuary, you can see the front of the sanctuary, the rear of the sanctuary, and you can see two massive forces that are gathered. Now, I'll go ahead and add these forces to the map. All right. The first force, you can see that they have what appears to be a war machine or a battering ram that is just bashing the front of the temple. Now, as you look to the rear of the temple, you can also see that there are a lot of these cultists and kobolds that they don't have a war machine, but they are trying to bang their way in what appears to be a rear door. And Escobert, he also told you that probably the best way to get to the temple and to get in contact with the half-elf Aegean Falcon Moon was to probably look towards the rear of the temple. And as you guys are doing your reconnaissance, all of a sudden another large group of drakes and cultists, they also appear, and this is a massive force. And as soon as I can get there, we go. They basically start to rotate around to the side of the temple, and there's a dozen in this contingency, and they have the drakes, the green drakes. They have cultists, all kobolds. There's at least a dozen, and it looks like they're kind of patrolling around. And they're looking about, but they don't see you nesting into the cover of the of the tree line. They just do not see you. So there's almost a couple dozen cultists here around the temple, and it looks like
a lot of foes.
It is. And this contingency on the left, they are definitely moving to the north. So it looks like they're patrolling to the north, and it looks like they're going to move around the corner. And they
we should
continuously
swing around the
move.
back while they're doing that and start killing those guys.
Agreed.
All right. Elves do it in the rear. Let's go.
Nice.
Now, there's probably a lot of noise, right? So they're not going to hear us.
There is
trying to sneak through the bushes here, right?
No, they don't see you at all. And the wall, actually, you're using this small wall to your advantage. Also, it's a wall that's about 3.5 feet high, and there's these 6 kobolds in the rear, and 2 of the cultists that have these masks on, these masks, and I actually have I think I already showed you guys. I'm not gonna bother with you guys on that again. So, but I mean, if you want, you would have. I would give you advantage. The element of surprise. So if everybody wants to have basically a free round, I'll give you a
Yeah,
free
we
round
do.
because you are
Yeah,
going
who
to
does not want
definitely
that?
take them
Yeah.
by surprise.
I have a question for you, David. Since
Sure.
Since Vane has I gave her the blessing of the trickster.
Yeah.
If she gets advantage on stealth checks, if she's stealthing up to them, does she get something other than a sneak attack? Or I guess it depends on her class. I don't know about her what class she has and all the details.
Yeah, if she's an assassin, which she's not an assassin yet, she would become an assassin. I believe the rogues are at level 3. Then she would get assassinate, which would any creature that she would attack that had not had a turn to attack yet, she would get advantage on the attacks and all. But hey, you guys are still getting advantage anyway because you have the element of surprise. So
yeah, no worries.
You know,
I was just curious.
No, but she does get assassinated.
Jen's character strikes
If she
me as an
goes-
assassin type. I don't know
yeah.
what she's planning on taking, but
Yeah. If she decides to go assassin, she could go arcane trickster, thief, or she could go swashbuckler, or I forget the other one that's in the Sorco's companion. But there's quite a few rogue archetypes now. So you guys can all go ahead. Doesn't matter who goes first, but you definitely have advantage. So any attack roll that you're going to make sure in the lower left-hand corner that ADV button, that is the advantage button. So you will go ahead and just click that and then do your attacks as normal. So as for the wall,
Where was that button at? Where's the
lower left,
Yeah, where's that?
the lower left-hand corner of the interface,
Oh.
there's the modifier
Yeah,
box.
it's not on the character sheet.
Yep, nope, not on the
It's
character
just
sheet.
to the
the
left of the
combat
details.
box.
Just to the right. ADV. That means advantage. So, all right. So Orgo, you are casting Witch Bolt. You have advantage. You hit cultist number 4, so you can go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, I have 2 dice of damage. Is that what the 2 dots means? Looks like.
I think Witch Bolt just does 1 die damage, if I'm not mistaken. At a certain level, it will go up as you level.
Yep. It was confusing me.
No, it's
Like 2
okay.
dice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the
We'll
cultists
just
are in the
5
dark.
damage.
Oh, it's because we had advantage. That's why
tokens.
you saw 2 dice.
Yeah, you got the advantage for the attack roll. So you hit the cultist, and it takes the cultist out.
Nice.
And what I'm going to do is
Sweet.
I'm going to go ahead and put the encounter back up here. Just one small encounter. So, all right. So looks like do you want to take any movement to kind of charge in also, or because you can take your movement too? I'll let you take your movement also.
So I want to go up and use a spell called Sword Burst, which will hit anything around me. So if I could go first, then I wouldn't hurt anybody.
I have a longbow. I threw an attack, but I don't know. The people disappeared after I did it, so maybe it didn't go through.
Yeah, no, they'll come back up. I'm gonna use my longbow too eventually. I'm not gonna give up close.
So David, did that
You're
did that hit?
let's see. You attacked cultist. The cultist. Yeah, it definitely hit him. You hit the last remaining cultist, so you can go ahead and do your damage with the weapon that you're doing. So, yep, there you go. 7 damage on the cultist, which is number 2. All right. So the first one goes down. The second one you hit, he's in very bad shape now. He's got basically you shot him in the back of the neck, and he has this arrow sticking out of the side of his neck now, sort of like all the way through the other side. Also, blood kind of spewing everywhere.
Such an improvement. Much better.
Man, we're kicking ass all of a sudden.
All right.
Yeah, we
So
couldn't
it
kick
looks
out
like
any
Cynric moves in.
That's the way it goes, right?
And
It's
he
always
used
the rats.
sword burst. The kobold failed a saving throw, so you can go ahead and do your damage now, Cynric.
And Cynric, describe this. What does it look like?
So this is, I cast a spell that summons spectral blades that flick all around me and damage anyone within 5 feet of me.
Oh,
Sounds
so
pretty
you
awesome.
should
Yeah.
be-
So you
be
should.
getting all 3.
Yeah, you should. You can go ahead and. Well, this is what we'll do. Seeing that you attacked the kobold, which was I think kobold 5. All right, you attack the one in the middle. So why don't you hit?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead and use Control. Hold down Control, and then click on the kobold to the right of you, and the